Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Next In CCM podcast. I'm your host, Tanmay Guha Roy, and you are in the 8th episode. Once again, a heartfelt gratitude to all of you from the team at FCI for loving us. Keep telling us what you like and what you don't. More importantly, what you want to hear about. Once again, today we will explore the topic webhooks in more detail. To be precise, in this episode, we'll bring out something unique or unconventional. That is, how some of India's largest banks have benefited from the effective use of webhooks. Meanwhile, if you have listened to our last episode, you are aware that we've covered a lot about what webhooks are, how they work, what their benefits are, and how they can be used to transform customer communications in banking. We discussed how webhooks dramatically improve real time communications and why banks must switch to modern CCM engines to elevate the experience of their customers, prevent fraud, and efficiently meet compliance requirements. If you are interested, there's a link to the past episode in the description box below. You can listen to it. Once again, I have Rohit Tiwari in this episode. Listeners of the past episode already know him, but in case you missed it, he is the solution architect for VARTA by FCI. By education, he is a computer scientist and has 16 years of experience in application modernization and digitization. He has deep expertise in creating solutions to tackle complex CCM challenges for India's leading banks. He is the man behind Varta's robust technical architecture. So, welcome, Rohit. And without any further ado, let's jump in.
Thank you, Tanmay, for the elaborate introduction. Sure, I'm in.
For a quick recap of the past episode, you have explained why webhooks might seem like a small piece of the puzzle, but they're the backbone of real time, intelligent communication.
Ditto. In a world where customers expect instant responses, webhooks are no longer a luxury. They're an absolute necessity.
And we all know how customer expectations have changed over the last few years. And banks, the banks that still use legacy communications frameworks, they are still quite a handful. They have really struggled to match them, and you have seen them firsthand and crafted smart solutions to address them, right?
Well, you may say, I have been kinda lucky to be at the forefront. And you know what? Webhooks not only improve customer expectations, but they also keep data transmission secure. Additionally, and probably most importantly, they also help banks to stay compliant.
So, help me, Rohit, if we try to define webhooks in one line. Webhooks are
Real time messengers that connect systems, delivering updates instantly when events happen.
super. Let's talk about scale now. Banks, deal with millions of customers. To put it into perspective, imagine a scenario where a bank needs to send SMS notifications to 10 million customers about a change in interest rates.
Well, a modern webhook system can handle this scale efficiently, ensuring that every customer receives their notification promptly.
Great. So, how do webhooks handle this kind of volume?
If a bank has a truly modern CCM system, it should ideally be built on cloud native architectures, which means they can handle massive volumes of webhook events without breaking a sweat.
Hmm,
I'll tell you how. First, event queues. Webhooks process events in queues, ensuring they're handled in order without overwhelming the system. Secondly, the retry logic. If a webhook fails, for example, due to a network issue or something like that, the system retries it automatically. And finally, load balancing. The system distributes webhook traffic across multiple servers to prevent bottlenecks.
impressive. Webhooks are not only reliable, but they're also built to grow with the business. Well, you have been the solution architect of Varta. Does this apply to Varta as well?
Absolutely. Scalability is where VARTA truly shines. But beyond that, I must highlight that VARTA's approach to webhooks is unique.
Wow, I can't wait to hear that, Rohit, but make sure that I can decipher.
Instead of juggling multiple APIs for different channels, email, SMS, WhatsApp, VARTA uses one generic webhook for all of them. That's exactly where it differs from other CCM engines.
You mean just one webhook for all channels?
Yep, that's one of the most significant differentiators for VARTA. It's like having one master key for all the doors in your house.
Wow, I love that analogy. VARTA takes simplicity and efficiency to heart. How does that happen?
It leverages a secure, highly flexible API framework that integrates seamlessly into the bank's existing IT infrastructure.
Well, how does this benefit banks?
Where do I start? First, it eliminates the complexity of managing multiple systems.
Okay,
Second, it ensures real time updates across channels. For example, if a payment confirmation needs to go out, it doesn't matter whether the customer prefers SMS, email, or WhatsApp. VARTA handles it seamlessly.
impressive. And how does the webhook actually work in VARTA?
It's straightforward. Communication requests are initiated via event based triggers from various platforms like email, SMS, and WhatsApp. VARTA listens for events, like a payment or a failed delivery, and triggers the appropriate action. Everything is logged in a centralized system so nothing slips through the cracks.
Nice.
Based on the statuses of communications, VARTA can trigger automated workflows, reducing response times and increasing the accuracy of customer service. Customer feedback is categorized and synced with the bank's CRM system. Thanks to real time syncing with CRMs, banks always have up to date customer profiles.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Let me try to simplify a bit more. For people like me, if I try to count the unique features of VARTA,
Let me count. There are 7 key mechanisms.
7,
Yes, Tanmay, like A. Seamless, multi channel support.
that's one webhook for all channels like email, SMS, and WhatsApp.
Yes. B. Real time feedback for faster actions.
You mean instant status updates empower customer service teams to respond quickly and effectively, right?
Yes. C. Automated CRM integration, which reduces manual tasks and errors.
That's understandable.
D. Your data remains always synced because of the bidirectional integration.
Um, can I ask you simplify a bit more for non-techies like us?
It means because of bidirectional integration, your customer profiles in CRM remains always up to date in real time.
That ensures accurate, actionable insights across systems, right?
Exactly.
What next?
Complete interaction logs.
That's fifth.
Yes. And that means if a bank needs to resolve issues, it can access detailed communication history at any point of time.
That's super useful to enhance the customer service quality.
Absolutely. And they can easily sort customer feedbacks like positive, neutral, or negative, all automatically, no need for manual intervention.
Fascinating.
And the final one is that built in validations, which eliminates formatting mistakes and ensures smooth, reliable communication processes.
Great. This saves a lot of costs too, I believe. What's your take, Rohit?
Certainly, since it's one generic webhook, it eliminates the need for multiple systems, reduces integration and maintenance expenses. Altogether, it significantly lowers the operational expenses.
Super.
On the other hand, a centralized dashboard enables teams to act quickly and accurately.
Has any of the banks that have deployed VARTA tried to measure this?
There's no official data as yet. However, in my opinion, it enables 25% faster response time.
That's significant.
Yes, it is.
Rohit, today you shed light on a lot of technical aspects of a modern CCM, which usually remains under the hood, and how VARTA transforms real time communications with its unique approach to webhooks. This is particularly important for financial institutions because they operate at high scale. If I ask you to summarize it all, what would you like to say?
Well, what I would say in a nutshell is that VARTA transforms multi-channel communications operation by consolidating email, SMS, and WhatsApp into a single webhook. This allows three things upfront. A. Seamless bidirectional integration with CRMs. B. Improves customer response times. And C. Reduces operational costs.
Would you also like to highlight compliance and security bit?
Oh, yes, it has robust encryption and is equipped with automated compliance tracking.
So, banking leaders, with VARTA, you have complete peace of mind, which legacy CCM engines probably don't give you.
If you are still managing customer communications without a modern central communications hub, you are risking a lot of revenue and reputation.
You expressed it so beautifully. Thank you, Rohit. And that's a wrap on our episode today. This has been a fascinating conversation. Dear listeners, if you found it useful, I'd urge you to tune in to our previous episode as well. I'm sure you'll find it worthwhile too. Once again, I request you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And last but not the least, do let us know what you want to hear about. Thank you all. Until next time, stay ahead in CCM.
This podcast is brought to you by FCI CCM, a premier provider of omni-channel, hyper-personalized customer communications management solutions across industries.